Okay, so it's been a while. How's everybody doing? I'm doing fine, I guess. I recently, as of today, got a hold of one of these. You'll probably see in the videos that are, excuse me, the photos I put in the front of the video. Um, just some basic stuff, walk around of the box and pictures of it out of the box. And then I'm also going to, at the end of the video, throw in some pictures of my little run here. I did just a little while ago. We just got done with dinner. So, maybe an hour ago I just got back. Uh, Brand new out of the box. Nothing's changed, nothing's altered. All I did was plug in batteries. I put on a lanyard so I could carry the radio a little easier. And threw in a fresh lipo, and that's it. I'm running a 30C 5000 milliamp 2S reaction battery. It's pretty new. I think I still have one cycle left on it. You see I have my little hash marks there. Actually, I have two cycles. Oh, I'm going to charge it tomorrow morning before I leave, so I'll have one cycle left after that. Pretty basic. Good ready to run truck, just like the Honcho. It's light, really basic. No frills, you do get a few extras compared to the old SCX10. You get the CMS and a really cool low mounted battery in the front, not in the back. Okay, see the big empty space? That's where the battery used to be. See this big field space? That's where the battery goes now. Now these 5000 milliamps fit in here. This is a hard case. Now look at this. Let me get my light better. Give you some light here. Look at this. You got some room here. If you have shorter, thicker batteries, look at this. You got room. Now, I haven't gone through this parts bag. I'm going to assume that they have the little tabs that go in the bottom of this battery tray. If they don't, I have them from the Honcho. But if you look, there's a few extra holes in this battery tray. And those are actually to set in these little tabs that go in these areas if you have shorter batteries. That way you don't have a battery sloshing around in there, which is a really cool little deal. You can just throw this in here. I know my 2200s fit in there real easy. I think, maybe they don't. I thought they'd lay down and flat in there, but maybe they don't. Maybe they're a little too thick. But yeah, good little truck. I'm going to run this for a few weeks. Okay, I'm going to say I'm going to do 2 weeks. I'm going to push really hard to run this thing 2 weeks without doing anything. I will change things as they break. Fix things as they go wrong. Other than that, I'm not going to do too much to this truck. I do want to turn it into a Honcho. And then with the addition of, again, parts from the usual suspects, whether it's, Holmes Hobbies, Castle Creations, Wordy Made. I've not decided on wheels yet, but I have a few wheel and tire sets sitting there. I really like these Nittos. Now, on this ready to run, they run pretty good. I mean, you can hear them kind of grinding on the rocks a little bit. Maybe I'll throw in some videos that I took. You can kind of hear them grinding against the rocks, but they grab great. I think the thing about ready to run tires is they don't work well in a ready to run. I think they work well once you get some weight on the truck and you get the tires to work a little bit more. Maybe do a different foam setup. But once you get weight on these tires, now I have tried these tires on a different truck that was actually weighted with some aluminum wheels, and they ran freaking excellent. I really like these tires. Not only for the tread pattern and the stickiness, because it's a good moderate stickiness, not too sticky, grabbing onto everything and jamming up, but good tread pattern and just sticky enough to stick the rocks and move. But also the height. I can't remember. These aren't quite as tall as, let's see what we have for a comparison here. You see, there's a little bit of difference between the, what are these? KR2s? BF Goodwrench, the Baja Radials. They're a little bit smaller, so I'm going to say 4.60 inches. Don't quote me on that, please, because I'm guessing. Not even an educated guess. I'll just say they're taller They're taller than a rock beast, but they are shorter than a bogger. We'll just say they're a happy medium. So far, again, it is a no frills truck. It comes with a light bar, but no lights. I mean, that's kind of what you get for the budget. $300 out the door, ready to run. Throw batteries in it, go. I can't complain. Now, on the ESC here, I did not. Again, I'm running this thing bone stock. I didn't even change. Usually, I change the drag brake to 50% instead of 100%. It's already on lipo cutoff, so that's going to stay as it is. But I believe this is just a regular AE5. It's not an AE5L. So you don't get the leads for lights as you do in the Honcho with the AE5L, which has its trade-offs. The AE5L, you can't run those lights with the old light controllers. Too much voltage. You have to run them off the AE5L. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. But, I mean, when you get the Honcho, you get ready to run lights. I believe also the, what is it? The CRC, the new SCX10II, the red one, and the Blazer also have the AE5L. And they have lights on them, and they work great. Obviously, if you want brighter, you can get brighter. You can run a 3S style light, whatever. But as for what you get, this is what you get. Basically, when we bought that, this is my son's SCX10 Deadbolt that we bought it'd be 4 years ago now. It'd be 4 years ago we bought that and got turned into his 1.9 Wraith. Mostly. Most of the components went into there. When we went to the Wraith, we didn't need the SCX10 rails, and the SCX10 rails ended up in the Creature truck. So nothing went wasted. We used what we could. What broke. We fixed it. We traded it out. That truck, again, is still running. I'm not going to say all of it because we have switched electronics and stuff over time. But I kind of have the same idea for this one. I'm going to turn it into a basic Honcho. Maybe add a light bar. I might actually add the light bar before the 2 weeks is up, simply because I do run in the dark sometimes. And being able to see where the truck is kind of important, especially when you have, giant feet like mine. Let's look at the box. See that? Yeah, I don't want to step on the truck because I know who will win. So that's the truck. Like I said, I'm going to run it for a couple weeks on a 2S. I'm not going to run 3S. Once the 2 weeks is up, I have a Castle BC on order. I have some Wordy-made goods in mind. I may just run this motor and ESC and stuff until it goes out. I'm not in a big hurry to get rid of that. This is going to be my basic trail truck, not to replace the burrito, but to preserve the burrito. I want to make sure that I can take that out whenever I want. I love this truck as a grab and go. This thing, plug it in and go. No big deal. I mean, I love it. And I want to make sure that I can do that all the time. It's my backup when we go to events. If that makes any sense. It's the backup. If I need to loan somebody a truck, chances are it's going to be this one because they will have a hard time breaking it. But if something breaks, I'm not going to feel so bad because it doesn't exactly have the most expensive parts in it. And most of them have been well used. So that's just how it is. So we're coming up on 9 minutes here. I think that's about it. Other updates. The Scout is still running. Was supposed to be in an event last weekend, and we had car troubles. Didn't happen, so it's got to hold out at least one or two more events. I know we have a Recon G6 coming up. That's Halloween-ish. It's coming up before Halloween here in the next few weeks. So it's going to make its final little trip there, maybe through New Year's. Maybe we'll just shoot to switch that over at New Year's. I'm not in a big hurry. I got a new truck. Anything that comes up between here and New Year's, I will be driving the Scout as much as possible. And then after that, it's actually going to get a bit of a facelift. I have a Wraith cage here somewhere. And I have a, hiding back there in the back, is a ambush body. So we'll see what comes out of that. That's about it. If you want to check everything out, I could probably put an Instagram link on. If you look on Facebook, I post normally on like the ESP page. Who else? Scale Freak, Axial Racing. This one is posted on the Axial SCX10 page, 10.2 page. Just random places here and there. You know, sometimes they'll find some of the retailers or some of the online retailers, such as A Main Hobbies. Now, we do not post much on CKRC Hobbies, obviously, because CKRC Hobbies is closed, which is very sad. So, you know, shout out again to CKRC Hobbies. That's where we got our original Deadbolt from. But yeah, we'll be posting here and there. When we use parts, you know, we usually try to find the fan pages or the retail pages or the company pages and post on there. Things like Proline Racing, we love their tires, their bodies, you know, foams. Crawler Innovations, man. We have so many Crawler Innovations foam sitting in this and probably down in the tire box and God knows where else. You know, Crawler Innovations has really changed the game on being able to tune tires and wheels and weights on our trucks and everything else. So that's been a huge, you know, huge boost. Um, you know, anything else that you see in here, we try to promote as hugely as possible. I know it's not a lot, but it's a little, you know, and every little bit counts. And man, in this hobby, there are so many people posting so many things on all these, just every little tiny part in every company. And most companies are ran by hobbyists, and they stay close to the hobbyists. So, you know, if you support anybody, support the little guy. Make sure your big online retailers get a hold of, you know, some of those smaller people, especially when they have excellent products. You know, things that other people don't make or thought of, or just have a different style. You know, RPP Hobby also has been a big help in finding a lot of little things that aren't available other places, or just happen to be out of stock, or you know, what have you. So check all those guys out. Support your, if you can, if you have a brick and mortar hobby shop, you know, support them as much as possible. It doesn't mean you have to go spend $1,000, but every time you go in, it's $5 or $10, $20, man. That, you know, $20 a time on a trail truck is a lot. You know, and you have to buy a gear here, a gear there. Just kind of stock up little things. Go in, spend $20. You got $20, go spend it at the hobby shop. You know, if you got a brick and mortar store, those things are getting harder and harder to find. So do not take them for granted. So that's it. We're looking at 12 and a half minutes here. I've talked a little too long. I'm kind of jazzed up. I'm going to go back out again tomorrow. So I'm going to charge that battery later, take a little walk, and then I'll post some more crap. I'll see you guys later.